Daily reminder: be weird, be random, be who you are, period. You never know who would love the person you hide. Hey, what's up, guys? Jay Martin here. So, my goal for today's video is not to make you go through your pain in life, but to make yourself go through the pain. I hope that subtle difference makes sense, but I really want you to focus on the message I've got for you here, but most importantly, believe in yourself. Now, whatever you're struggling with, the past, relationships, bad habits, or a certain addiction, whatever it is, hopefully the advice here helps, and I just want to take this second to let you know you aren't alone. So, why do some breakups hurt so much? Why is it that the past is so hard to let go of? And why is it so difficult to fully let go of a bad habit or an addiction? Well, from a scientific point of view, love is a drug. Would you agree on that? There's a feeling you get when you love someone, isn't there? There's a feeling you get in your body when someone says they love you back. And if it's something that you love, you have all these positive associations to it. Our attachments and love creates the signaling substances in your brain of dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, basically the feel-good hormones in your brain. And if there's anything we know instinctively, it's that humans move towards comfort and what makes us feel good, and we stay away from things that make us feel bad. So, if the significant other is gone, if the drug is gone, your partner leaves, if you don't have any more access to whatever bad habit or addiction, that's when people often say that they have withdrawal symptoms. Your brain goes, I need it. Where are you? Where's my safety? Give me the chemicals. But it's gone now, isn't it? And so the pain starts to be created through that. But as with any drug, the withdrawal symptoms will go away. That is why time heals. So there's two ways that people can change. But this comes down to your associations. So two ways. The first is if there's enough pain. And the second way is if there's enough pleasure. So pain and pleasure. And ideally, if you get both, you'll change. If you do an action and every time you do it, you get more and more pain, there's a certain point where you must change. And next, if you do a certain action and from that action you get pleasure, then you're going to want to change. But what equals pain and what equals pleasure is what you associate your nervous system. So what happens is, the only way you create change is changing what you link pain and what you link pleasure to in your nervous system. And not just in your head, in your gut. Because that's what controls you. Lots of times in your head, you know what you should do, but your gut takes over. Fear takes over. Uncertainty and anxiety builds up. So let me know down in the comments if this has ever happened to you before. Have you ever drank a certain amount of alcohol or eaten a certain amount of food at like a buffet or at a party, and in the moment you were feeling great and you were having the best moment of your life? But what happened when it got a little bit too much to the point where you went, no more? And then the next thing you know, you start having a horrendous experience afterwards from the alcohol, or you start feeling sick because you've eaten way too much food that your body can handle. And to this day, just to even think about the bottle of alcohol that made you puke the night before, or that food, even smelling it, it makes you feel sick, makes you go, no more. Was there ever a moment in your life similar to this where you went, no more? So what really happened in that experience, all that happened is your brain changed what it used to link pleasure to, and it now linked pain to. When you link enough pain, it takes no willpower. You're gonna avoid it. The problem is, sometimes we link pain to things we need, right? Like a relationship or a drug, right? And so it's the wrong association, but it's going to control your life. Your job is to change what you link pain and pleasure to. So that night, when you had that traumatic experience, what was pleasure became pain, and now you just avoid it. Now you go, no more, and that's not for me. And it takes no willpower. So we call that a neuroassociative change. In other words, changing in your brain, your nervous system, what you associate pain and pleasure to. Now, here's another reason why people don't change. Because right now, my relationship is in pain, but it was all sunshine and rainbows in the past. So you escape having to change by remembering the good time. Or, I may be doing all my bad habits every day, but, well, At least I'm not like that guy. For some people, they're just jailed by the stories they keep telling themselves, and it's hard to get out of that mindset, man. But I'm 100% sure at one point of our lives, you didn't know that person, and you were doing just fine. There's this quote from a book called The Courage to Be Disliked, and there was this saying, and I'm just gonna rephrase it from what I remember. If your lifestyle is not something you're naturally born with, but you've developed yourself, then you can change. Just remember that. I think the real reason why we can't let go of someone is because deep inside, we still have hope. Peace and love.